to call my friends. Somebody come save me. It's 5:01 and we can drink the night away. Pour a little bourbon for me and my friends, and we'll see how this story ends. We'll kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. When the night is over at 6 a.m., I'll roll on home with a smile on my face. It felt like a good night, get a little crazy, let it all out and howl at the moon. My head is ringing like they're playing house bells, and I can barely remember my name. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. We're feeling alright, we'll turn it up and get down tonight. We're feeling alright, we'll turn it up and get loud tonight. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done.
It's days like this you'll never miss. Every hour's eating at your soul. It's someone say they'd save you, then leave you hanging out in the cold. You've tried everything, but hell consumes the night. You've tried everyone, but there's no one else inside. Singing to the world, the moment of me life. Time is running out. Singing to the world, the moment of me life. Where's your hero now? You thought they were bad. tonight. There's nowhere inside, and it's you against the world. Taking on the world, the more enemy lies. Time is running out. Taking on the world, the more enemy lies. Where's your hero now? You thought they were bad, but they're running away. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? I see the pain buried in those eyes. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? You thought they were bad, but they're running away. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? I see the pain buried in those eyes. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now?
Does anybody know her name? Does she know I feel the same? Does anybody know her name? How does she feel? Does anybody know her name? Does she know I feel the same? Does anybody know her name? How does she feel? Does anybody know her name? Anybody know? Does she know I feel the same? Does anybody know her name? her name? Does she know I feel the same? Does anybody know her name? How does she feel?
Doesn't feel like yesterday. It feels so far away. Now you're gone out of my life. You're gone without a fight. Simple things take more heart to lay it down. Where would I start? These crazy days we ran the world. Sweeter moments, time stood still. It always seems impossible in the darkness of my mind. Together we're unstoppable. You forever light my skies. Chasing past and chasing you. When you're lost along the way, running on every cloud you get. I'm chasing yesterday.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
we are the brave. We'll fight to rename the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say just that star-spangled banner again. Wave for the land of the free, and the home of the
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to SCSRA, broadcasting as Dev Sports Cards NextGen Series heads to the Tony Starch Viva Las Championship here in Las Vegas. Tonight, 165 laps, stage at lap 40. I'm not quite sure why I can hear myself. That'll drive me nuts tonight. So had to make a couple different setup changes tonight, so if you guys notice any issues, let us know and we'll get them corrected on the spot. That may actually just be Duvendak's headset I hear, and that's why I hear myself. So tonight we've got two former champions, Eddie Morris, Devin Butchino, versus two rookies, Mr. Sharn Hill and the 99, Robert Duvendak, who's racing from next to me tonight. So it's going to be a good night, an interesting night, a fun night. Let's see, these guys have about 4 minutes. Let's see if I can go and maybe sneak up in to the Neon Discord real quick and see what's going on up there. Devin and Eddie, guy from the booth, you got a copy?
Gotcha, brother.
Well, man, tonight, the battle. Two former champions are going to face off against two rookies. Winner take all between the four of you. How we feeling?
Hot. Very hot.
Very.
The office has to be about 100 degrees, and the track feels like it's double that. So I think it'll be a good race. We might see more cautions than normal with just 15 because the track is treacherous for a mile and a half compared to last week. So should be a fun one. You're gonna have to really drive these things. It's not just gonna be, one-handed it around the track. You're really gonna have to work for it. So it should be a good race. These last 2 or 3 mile and a half have been really good. So I don't see any of that changing.
Perfect. Setup's feeling good. The rigs are feeling good. You guys are ready to go, man. So we're gonna kick this thing off in the booth. But before I head out of here, man, wanted to wish you guys both good luck, and we'll see if we catch you at the end of this.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, brother.
All right, back in the booth with Duve. Duve, how we feeling tonight as you're playing with Tony Starch? Duvendak's in charge of Tony Starch tonight, so.
I'm not in charge of anything tonight. I'm just here to race.
Well, he's going off your face and your hands, which is very unfortunate for Tony Starch. He's feeling like a puppet, that's for sure. How we feeling about Las Vegas, these next-gen cars, and battling these other three drivers tonight?
Well, it's definitely going to be a tough competition. It's going to be tough to beat those three. I was very fast as I sit 1, 2, and 3 right now. But it's not always about who's the fastest out there. A lot of luck and a lot of skill goes into it. So we got to just hope and see how this all plays out. Maybe some strategy can come into it and we can beat them on strategy, or maybe I can get lucky and they get some damage or something. We can beat them that way. But we'll have to see how it goes. I'm very good in the high lanes, and I know Las Vegas is one of those tracks where you can use the high lane a lot. So we'll have to see how the tire wear goes and how the track takes in rubber, and how everyone else can manage their tires.
Well, it looks like we're going to have that stage at lap 40, and I believe hearing in pre-race practice, these guys, everyone will have enough gas to make it to the first stage. Obviously, the stage really doesn't matter tonight. It's winning championship. So finish this race. The points were extremely close last night in the trucks, and it looks like Sharn Hill keeps the black cloud and runs out of gas again. That auto fuel to get you. But Las Vegas, we've seen a couple championships run here, and yeah, see, he's addicting to play with. It's okay. As you can see, Tony Starch doesn't know what he's doing right now. He's just lost. His eyes have all changed. But Las Vegas is going to bring a challenge. These next gens are going to be fun. 30 seconds, these drivers are going to hit the grid. Not a huge field tonight, but a good field. The top 4 are here. And it looks like 3 of them, Butchino, Hill, and Morris, they're going to be up front. Duvendak going to be starting in the back, and that's okay, slow and steady. Looks like we've got a field of 14. Saw some connection issues happening. Tony Starch, can you open your eyes, bro? I don't... yeah, now you open them, thanks. Oh, man, this is going to be a mess, but I'm loving every minute of it. To the grid we go. Let's see. What's going to be the full-size grid? Well, I told you. Starting in the front, Devin Butchino, Sharn Hill, they're going to be on row 1. Row 2, Eddie Morris, Joe Wright. I believe Joe is still racing while he is TDY. Brad Young, Zachary Cox. Balenciaga, Josh Hall. Carlton Charles, Duvendak starting 10th. Jake McCarty, Kevin Graham. Mr. D. Wright, Ryan Gomes. And bringing in the rear, Adam St. John, I believe he does not finish. As joined the session a few weeks early. He will be a rookie driver in next year's league. Which, if you haven't already, it's going to be a fun time up there. That next season, these tracks are going to become a little bit easier, I think, a little bit more racy, a lot more mile and a half. Not as challenging as this season, as we saw. And I forgot to get those engines started, but that's okay. We are off and running here. Taking that parade lap around beautiful Las Vegas. We'll keep the track map up in the top right corner for you. Seems like just yesterday we started on Speed Week, where David Hartney cautioned his way around for the first win of the season. And who is going to take the last one? Almost forgot to turn off the drivers tonight. That could have been fun for everybody watching at home. Always a good time. And Carlton Charles, welcome to the chat with the skirt. Now, as much as I'm okay, Carlton's in session, we're good to go. We can play on. As he's ready to get things going here. Lights are off on the pace car. It is off for the first time. Butchino going to start next to Sharn Hill, opting to start on that low side. Hill going to be on the high side, and he's behind him. Mr. Joe Wright going to be behind Sharn Hill. As they enter turn 1 and 2 for the first time, it is Butchino in the lead by about a car length. Sharn Hill a half a car length in front of Eddie Morris on the high line. Eddie Morris, you know, he is going to want to get to that high line as quickly as possible. He is not the low line driver. We've seen it all season. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Eddie's just going to surprise us. That's his goal tonight, his one and only goal. Finish in front of his teammate, Devin Butchino. These guys up front, these top three, they definitely have a lot of speed. And with the field being smaller, cautions are going to be hard to come across. We hope. Already 2 laps. Going to completion now as Butchino comes across the line and starts lap 3 of 165. So made this a little bit longer than your normal 1.5 miles. Sharn Hill, fastest lap of the session, 1:03. Always good to see. I'm sure that will not last and will change as we get on. Hill already racing Butchino for this lead. He's going to go to the bottom side. Butchino up high. Eddie Morris in third. Sitting in fourth. Dubendak has gained 1 position. He's made his way up to 9th, and he is back there with some traffic. Butchino able to fight off Sharn Hill. Dubendak with the fastest lap of the session. And that beats his fastest lap in practice. Well, Adam, you let me know if you see any issues with the broadcast. We had to move some of the setup around tonight to get my rig ready for Dubendak to race and for the broadcast to still happen. Ryan Gomes, the Cat 5.5, 886, takes the fastest lap away from Dubendak. Dubendak right now is charging his way to the front. He's up 2.6 to Sharn Hill, able to get past Devin Butchino for the lead. Eddie Morris just laying back. He's in third. We've got a car look like he was going in towards the grass. Devin Butchino right now falling. And I wonder if this is part of the strategy just to run his line. Doesn't want to burn his tires too soon. But Devin Butchino falling back to 5th right now. It looks like Josh Hall was the car that went through the grass. And with that, well, it may have thrown some drivers off as Dubendak now falls to 13th. Sharn Hill, Eddie Morris continuing the lead. And the caution flag is out. And I believe this is going to be Robert Dubendak and Mr. D. Wright involved. And Duve gets a meatball flag. Oh, Dubendak with connection issues. Neck goes to D. Wright. Both get a 4X, but it is definitely netcode of Dubendak flashing. He gets the meatball. With that, we'll head to our first commercial.
It's not very often you find a job where you look forward to coming to work every day.
The equipment rental specialist is a great way to start your career here at Sunbelt. You're the face of the branch, that first person that's going to give that customer that top-notch experience.
The everyday life as an ERS is never the same. Working with outside sales reps, job site visits, taking in a lot of phone calls. So being an ERS gives you a great opportunity to work in every aspect of the business.
When a customer gives me a call, I talk with them, find out what it is they're doing. If they're going to have a delivery, ask for their address, get the information they need, how long do you need it for. Whenever they're done with it, they give me a call. I schedule a pickup and service it and send it back out to the next customer.
We work with anything as big as like excavators, skid steers, to generators, chainsaws. I get a huge satisfaction of just seeing the equipment and contributing to projects.
Once you become an ERS, doors are open for you and you can almost do anything in the company. I was able to learn. That allowed me to become an outside sales rep.
The opportunities are endless, and Sunbelt really promotes from within, so it makes it a great company to work for.
Sunbelt offers a great support system. If there's ever anything you don't know, everybody you work with is willing to help you.
The training we get here is phenomenal. Everyone here is just wanting you to be your best, and they're always helping you learn.
When starting, they were able to help me get familiarized with the equipment and making the transition from my previous role to this role. I was able to make that smooth transition.
An equipment rental specialist allowed me to propel to the position that I am today as an assistant manager, and that just shows how the opportunities are endless.
Sunbelt is really for the employees. There's something for everybody in Sunbelt.
And we're back. As it does look like Duvendak is going to go a couple laps down here. And he is trying to clear his meatball flag. Haven't seen it cleared yet. Hill Morris going to be starting on row 1 as they look to get back out in front. We saw Sharn Hill. He pushed his way out to the front pretty quickly. Bochino fell all the way back to 7th. Duvendak had some connection issues there as he was going around, and that may be Wi-Fi, and hopefully it mellows its way out, not being hardwired as most drivers are. The lights will go off on the pace car this time around. Hill going to be very mindful tonight of his gas and his pace speed when he's up there in the front row. He wants to get rid of this dark cloud, get himself a win. As they come around, Hill getting up to speed. We are back to green flag racing. Eddie Morris falls to third. It's Joe Wright able to get around him. continuing to show speed. Wright trying to close the gap. And Norris sitting third. Buccino has climbed his way back up to sixth. And Duvendak's going to need some cautions. Fastest lap, Sharn Hill, 30.763 as our leader. Hill remaining out front. Keep an eye on it and move our way to the back of the field. You see Devin Buccino in front of Jake McCarty. He's got Ryan Gomes on the bottom behind him. Zachary Cox on the high side of the 51. We have a battle back here for sixth. Cox be able to get around Gomes. Right now, he's okay following in line behind Zachary Cox. You've got Mr. Carlton Charles and Balenciaga. Jake McCarty right now following Devin Buccino in that 5th place position. Buccino has made his way into the top 5. He's currently sitting 4th. He's got teammate, a competitor tonight, Eddie Morris in front of him, sitting 3rd. Sharn Hill continuing to lead with Joe Wright sitting 2nd. Just under a second, about 7/10 in front of Joe Wright. Sits up in the front. Joe Wright, 2nd. He's got Eddie Morris closing that gap with Devin Buccino trying to close. We will watch these 3 drivers. We got currently 4 laps down. We're going to need some help. We should get one of them back here at the stage. May need a little bit more. Also had to use this fast repair on his pit, so he's gonna have to be careful tonight. Not an easy thing to do when you're having connections. As we come to lap 24 of 165. Sharn Hill has led 17 of them. Devin Buccino, 5 of them. Devin Buccino surges past Eddie Morris. He's now looking to get around Joe Wright. And he's going to get around Mr. Wright on that bottom side. Eddie going to be sitting back P4. So he tried to go around him. You have 3 neon drivers right now, and Joe Wright wants to get out of the way. He knows that this race is about his teammates tonight. slides up. Almost throws the car sideways. Now Butchino going to look to try to run down Sharn Hill. Hill still 8/10 in front of Devin Butchino. Butchino has cut a little bit as he's now just about 6/10, just under 6/10, so he's gained a 10 in that lap. And he is trying to get to the bumper of Sharn Hill and get some laps led here. Remember, him and Sharn started on the front row. Right now, a lot of single file in Las Vegas. Not going to have a ton of room to pass. It's going to be hard. You can see most cars enjoying that high side line right now. Butchino now within reach of Sharn Hill. He has closed the gap to under 3/10 and continuing to catch that bumper. Josh Hall has fallen way off the pace. Had a little bit of incident 3-4 laps ago and has fallen a little bit more than half a track length behind. Butchino now going for the lead on Sharn Hill. Will he be able to get around him here? Sharn coming down in front of Devin. Working his way into that bottom line. Sharn remaining in a little groove. Hoping he gets that late run off the high side. These two drivers pinching each other for the lead. We've seen the 68 and the 05 battle in recent weeks, and it's made for some great racing as Eddie Morris just sits back. Again dives it to the low side. It's a little bit farther as Sharn Hill has a little connection issue. We see him flash in and out. Butchino still not able to get clear of Hill, but is taking the laps led away. Butchino has now led 7, and this time he does clear in front of Sharn. Now Eddie Morris on the high side, Sharn Hill on the bottom. Remember, we will get a caution at the completion of lap 40. This will be our one and only stage. Eddie Morris finally finding his groove up in the high line. We've seen him all year be most comfortable in the high line. Not too many times you see Eddie go on the bottom. We watched last week as Eddie had to fight on the bottom and Butchino had to fight on top. Put them both out of their comfort zone a little bit. now as Buccino is our leader. He can see the rear bumper of the 81, Josh Hall. If you're our fourth playoff driver, Rob Duvendack, you need Josh Hall to stay on the lead lap, and he's not going to. Ooh, he's coming back up on the track. Will the caution come out? I don't know. He may keep it in the grass. And no caution. But Josh Hall definitely take some damage there. See what happens to him. And he was able to get it going again. Eddie Morris now able to get around Sharn Hill. Sharn Hill falls to third. Here's Morris now. Gains one, moves into second, and is following his teammate, Devin Buccino. And with 3 laps to go until stage break, was Eddie test the waters a little bit, maybe try to see if he could close this gap in 3 laps and make a pass. Choose just to ride it out. Devin now increased his lead to a half a second on teammate Eddie Morris. Sharn Hill, he has fallen second and a half back. May have burned his tires up a little quick. As they come to the line one more time for lap 40, it is the white flag for stage. And Devin Buccino continuing to increase his lead. He is at 6/10 and climbing. Caution is out for our stage. They finish. Buccino 1, Morris 2, Sharn Hill 3, and Duvendack all the way in 13th, still battling to get his laps back. With that, we take a quick break and head to commercial. And we're back. Devin Buccino wins the stage. Tonight is all about the winner. Laps led tonight. Buccino 18, Sharn Hill 24. Would you leave Tony Starch alone? Jesus, leave him alone. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm looking at Duvendak over here, who, by the way, stayed out so he could get one of his laps down. And he's just waving his hands sporadically, and I keep thinking there's a problem. Nope, he's messing with Tony Starch. Well, Kevin Harvick pretty happy tonight. Only the 2 cautions so far, one being the stage. 40 laps complete. And moving our way through it. We've got 122 laps remaining. Buccino and Eddie Morris going to start this restart on the front row. Ryan Gomes beats Sharn Hill off the pits. He'll start second. McCarty and Joe Wright will be on row 3. Graham and D. Wright, row 4. Carlton Charles, Balenciaga, row 5. These lights will go off on the pace car. Brad Young and Duvendak will get one of their laps done, gain it back. Duvendak hoping Josh Hall able to stay on the lead lap, and he would have been able to pit and tank with everyone else, but he's got nothing to lose. He has stayed out, praying for a few more cautions. Pace car makes its long trip around Las Vegas. Lights are off. Those lap cars getting the free pass now, making their way all the way around the track to catch the back of the field. Watch the 68 and 8 on this restart. Buccino going to start on the bottom. Eddie Morris, I think he's where he wants to be. He's in that high line. Sharn Hill still having some connection issues. Just saw him flash in and out again. That Cat 5.5 has made his way. Field now entering turns 3 and 4. The pace car getting ready to pull off. And the nerves that 4 of these drivers have tonight. They've raced hard all season. Our stage breaks are complete. Buccino gets his lead out to the front. Eddie Morris now goes to that bottom side. Sharn Hill stays up top. Does Sharn maybe try another route to see if he could save a little bit more tire? He seems to have burned his tires up about lap 30 last day. He started losing ground to Buccino. Gonna have to try something different. The last couple of weeks, it is the one goal remaining: beat Devin Buccino to the line for the checkered flag. Playoff drivers up there, Buccino, Morris, and Hill are in line 1, 2, 3 as Hill was able to get in front of Ryan Gomes. Ryan Gomes drops to 4th. A little side-by-side racing back there mid-pack. Right. Makes a move to the high side. You have both Wright brothers right now trying to line up with each other. Jake McCarty pinned up against that wall. Josh Hall now is back on the lead lap trying to get back into a groove. It looks like everyone's trying to get around Balenciaga right now. Lewis just ran his fastest lap of the session. Taken the lead. He gets in front of his teammate. All that hard racing in the middle. No contact made between them. Eddie Morris out in front, getting some laps led. Butchino holds a slight edge on Sharon Hill. He's led 25. Hill's led 24. Eddie Morris now starting to rack him up. Butchino, Sharon Hill, and the gap by 5. Following behind Eddie. Joe Ray was able to get through the traffic. He's in the 5th. Butchino still holds Sharon Hill off. Eddie Morris now with over a second lead continues to be the leader. Joe Wright now moved his way up. He's starting to run these guys down. Will he be able to get to the bumper of Ryan Gomes? single dipsticks. I'm with Adam. Same thing. I got Eddie for the win. You know, I don't know. I've gone with Eddie. I've gone with Devin. I'm going to go Sharn Hill tonight. He's got to get qualified. And if not, I'm going to start with Chief. I'll make sure his gas gets filled. How about this, Hartney? How about we just work on getting on home? Will we have a show tomorrow? That's $1 million question. As Sharn Hill again, there's a little bit of flashing. Eddie Morris now still holding on to his 1.4 lead. So not really gaining or losing. No SCSRA broadcasting. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I have it scheduled. We'll see. Never know. Maybe the Starch does it. I tried to tell all the viewers Hartney would be running the show if we didn't have to win this upper deck convention. I didn't even know they had an upper deck convention. Not exactly sure what you do there, but oh, showing them some streams. I can hit the start button. I guess I do have those capabilities, don't I? Is continuing to lead. He's now led 14 laps. Starting to catch those laps led by Devin Burchett and Sharn Hill. And Duvendak has entered pits. Remember, he stayed out to get a lap back. Was hoping for a quick caution and did not come, so he had to pit now. That tells you how many laps these guys can go. 64. A lot of gas in these NextGen cars here at Las Vegas. Running order staying the same between our top three. I think right now they are going to be comfortable. Just trying to tick these laps away as we have hit lap 66, and well, you know what that means. Where do I find my clicker? Bring it from count up to count down. It's 99 laps to go. We are under 100 as Duvendak second. Well, you know what? Duvendak did go in and probably take gas on that first caution. No, he had his meatball flag, so it definitely was a right now, these guys on a 25 lap run. never know. Maybe they bumped the fuel to 150%. I don't know what to tell you. Sharon Hill still with a little bit of strobing, but they have caught Eddie Morris, and Davin Bucino has moved back into the lead. Will Sharon do the same? Will he be able to get around? Well, Adam, we've seen dudes bad luck, but it was actually good luck, as all playoff drivers had terrible finishes at Bumper Daytona. We've had to race Monday night on the controller, so at least we give him a steering wheel. That's about all we can. Eddie Morris still holding Sharon Hill off. Time to count down. It worked out nicely. And Sharon Hill now going to move into the second place position. Will he clear Eddie Morris? He's not able to. Eddie holding him off, and you are going to have some lap traffic coming up. Once again, it's going to be Josh Hall. That's Kevin Graham. He's gone in for his pit stop. Bucino can see Josh Hall. Sharon Hill, you need to get around Eddie Morris so you can go through him single file. Or else it may be a three-wide situation trying to get around Josh. They continue to battle for second. Sharon does clear Eddie Morris, slides up in front of him. Zachary Cox took his pit stop. Tire wear, trying to get a good strategy. We'll take a look at these stints. Right now, Bucino, our leader, leading this 31 lap stint. 10 on back. Taking some tires to make up a little bit of ground. Tank of gas. As you can see how important tires are as Duvendak just moves on up. He gets around Eddie Morris and Sharon Hill. Remains 5 laps down. Gets past Bucino, that'll put him at 4. fix it. One of those things you can fix in the edit mode that I never use, even if I don't use it. Now we've seen the leaders be able to get out in front with that clean air. Butchno now a second out in front of Sharon Hill. As these guys have 88 laps remaining. Duvendak was able to get around the leaders. Let's move to 4 laps now. Keep an eye on pit road. What am I fixing? You know, I did it. I fixed it. It was way worse. You don't look Duvendak. Driving. Don't be. You can barely hear me. Butchno, Hill, Eddie Moore still holding their running order. Ryan Gomes still sitting 4th, D. Wright 5th, Joe Wright 6th, McCarty 7th, Carlton Charles 8th, Josh Hall has moved into 9th. Pits, Kevin Graham, Balenciaga, Cox, Duvendak, and Young have all pit. Super loud. I mean, I could make them the neons again. I just want this a fun time. There we go. Let me know if that's better. There we go, Hartney. We'll turn it down. See, St. John said it was all good. Never taken the advice from an Aussie again. I had to move all my audio sources off my monitor and move them over to the TV. And we're just glad it is out here running. As lap traffic now becoming a factor. Graham, Hall, Balenciaga, all now at least 1 lap down. Ryan Gomes and Josh Hall have entered the pits. Josh Hall actually got himself a meatball flag off a little bit of wall contact, so may have to do a little fixing. Hill still keeping that 1.2 gap on Butchno. How long until these leaders pit? And at this point in the race, I don't think they care where they finish as long as they finish in front of each other. So they can go as slow as they want, but if one pits, I think they're all going in together. Yeah, I mean, sound waves are definitely not light waves, so I just wish you'd call back the lottery numbers once for us. As Devin Butchno, our leader, has entered pit road, Jake McCarty has also entered pit road. Teammate Eddie Morris has stayed out. Sharon Hill seems to be entering now. See Devin getting his tire change. He's on his way back out to the track. Sharn Hill on his way down pit road. Eddie Morris, the only playoff driver who has not pit yet. Yeah, Hartney, yeah, you lied. I think Devin broke the cycle. Now Eddie may try to run this thing. We know it's at least 2 pit stops remaining. When will leader Eddie Morris go in? Four cars remain on the lead lap due to the pit strategies. Carlton Charles, Joe Wright, D. Wright, and Eddie Morris. Does Eddie Morris try to run it if there was a caution? I think that's what Eddie's hoping for. Oh, I don't think he was saving the whole time. He led all his laps on this stint. He's definitely having a good time out there, though. As we come to 75 laps to go. Already completed 90. And Devin Bucciano, I was going to say Devin Bucciano sets the fastest lap of the session, but it's quickly overtaken by Ryan Gomes. His 30.716. He's able to be 0.2 faster than Dev. Or 2 hundredths, not tenths, hundredths. Just to put it in perspective, Eddie Morris right now running 32.447 lap times. Sharn Hill now has the overall best at a 30.679. Oh, we're getting one up there as he gets out of the way. Looked like Balenciaga trying to get out of the way of Eddie Morris and put his car into the wall. Sharn Hill sets a new overall best with a .628. And here comes Devin Bucciano back to the lead lap. And that's a sign for Eddie Morris to get down pit road. So Eddie goes on the longest run of these playoff drivers. Saw Devin coming. Figured it was time to pit because he was going to start losing some ground. Joe Wright, our new leader, and the last remaining driver on the stage stint. He's at 49 laps and counting. And just as I say it, Joe Wright pits in. Devin Bucciano back to the lead. Sharn Hill second. Kevin Graham moves into third with Ryan Gomes fourth. Eddie Morris coming back out. Well, he's going to be a little bit quicker with these fresh tires. He's currently sitting fifth. And 11 seconds behind Devin Butchino. 8-lap difference on those tires. How much ground can Eddie make? As the leader is now coming up on Duvendak. Remember, Duvendak had to pit first because he stayed out. Let's see, we flipped our counter at Duvendak laps to go. We've now hit old Butchino laps to go this time around. With 68 remaining on the ticker. Flashes in and out. Stays in that middle line. Butchino still using the bottom of the track. Going bottom to high. Hill keeping a little bit more higher to midline. Pit road is quiet. Lap 94. Looks like a couple laps ago, Zachary Cox actually got himself a black flag. He's now 6 laps down. You can see every time it flips to that scenic, well, that is a connection disconnect for Sharn Hill. He's still having some connection issues. We'll ride up with our leader. Now we'll go back to Ryan Gomes. He's trying to run him down. He's sitting P3. Kevin Graham, he's sitting 4th. Jake McCarty. Mr. D. Wright. Joe Wright. Carlton Charles, who seems to have put the phone down tonight. He has cracked the top 10. And Josh Hall. Interesting. If you look, NextGen cars, well, they're going to run with 5 gears. Sharn keeping it pretty steadily down in 4th. Our leader in 5th, so even their gear shifting. Eddie Morris also in 5th. Is Sharn Hill down to try to maybe try to make up some ground? You can see that red line because of that gear shifting. You He's going to have to be careful on that and not wear it out. And right as he gets to the turns, you see Sharon gets a little bit of red line going. You stay with Devin. Keeps those RPMs pretty steady. I just got stuck on a wall for so long. Oh, Carlton. But you know, still out in front. He is under a second as our leader. Let's see, is Sharon Hill going to be able to run him down? You see, he's still having these little intermittent flashes. Does that throw him off at all? Eddie Morris remains in third. He was able to climb his way back up. Remember, he was the last to pit. He still sits 5, almost 6 seconds back from our leader. As the field really separated now. A lot of space between each driver. Eventually, Hill and Butchino going to run down the 27 of Carlton Charles. He would become the first lap car they encounter. And from there, they'd have to work their way through this field. Still about a quarter track. Ryan Gomes having himself a night. He's raced up here in the top 5 pretty much all night. He's been consistent here in 4th. As we have 55 laps to go with the Cat 5.5. Butchino now increased his lead. He's now at a 1.3. He's led 60 laps of the 111 complete. So over half led by the 68 tonight. And we got the call. Duvendak is entering the pits. With 52 laps to go. Buccino now at a 1.4 lead. Eddie Morris, well, starting to cut into it. He's trying to catch Sharn Hill now. Still has 4 seconds to Sharn, but he is gaining. Duvendak gets out in front of the leader. Once he gets up to speed, he should be faster with those fresh tires. As we are at 50 laps, Devin Buccino continuing to be out front. He's now improving his lead time on Sharn Hill, now at a 1.68, so almost 1.7. Eddie Morris, he's trying to close it. Close the gap a little on him. As he's looking to run down Sharn Hill. Remember, these leaders are all going to have to pit one more time. Did Eddie stay out too long? Hill continuing to have connection issues. And the one thing these guys don't want to see tonight is a caution, unless you're Robert Duvendak. He wants to see a couple of them. But these leaders don't want the field to get jumbled back up. Buccino was the first car to pit. Sharn Hill was second. Eddie Morris with those extra laps can go a little longer. And with 46 laps remaining, that pit light is on. They can pit at any time and take their last pit stop of the race. Who's going first? Oh, Gomes catches the wall a little bit. Luckily, nobody behind next to him. An interesting strategy. The man who stayed out longest is the second of the playoff drivers to pit in. Eddie Morris from P3 has entered the pits. Just as he was catching Sharn Hill, Buccino and Sharn Hill now entering pit road. Eddie Morris 15-second flat pit time. Ryan Gomes has entered the pits. Butchino off pit road is a 15.2. Sharn Hill a 15.6. So Eddie Morris, the fastest of those three to get off pit road. And D Wright, our leader. Jake McCarty second. Butchino third. Joe Wright. Eddie Morris has gotten side by side with Sharn Hill. Remember, he pit just as he caught the bumper of Sharn. Sharn cuts way below right. Now D Wright, our leader, and Jake McCarty, they're gonna have to still pit. 34 and 39 laps in. D Wright leading now, but when he heads in, Devin Butchino will be back in the lead. Or he'll just go now because D Wright and Jake McCarty have pit, and Jake McCarty gets a black flag. And it looks to be speeding as he locked him up late. Butchino, Hill, Morris, still your top three. Butchino 2.3 ahead of Sharn Hill. He is going to have to do some work. And it is going to be all driving at this point as they pit together. Advantage to the 68 as he's going to be able to save some of his tires. Butchino now coming up on some lap traffic. He's got Carlton Charles. And D Wright. Carlton staying high. Devin going to the low side. Sharn Hill able to cut some time off. But at what expense? How much tire is he going to use? He's now 1.6 behind Devin. Devin able to get around Josh Hall. Sharn cuts another 0.2. off of the lead. He's getting around Josh Hall. Eddie Morris keeping pace with Sharon Hill. Bochino still out in the lead. He's now 1.3. I think he's got plenty of tire left though, as he's letting Sharon and Eddie use as much as possible to try to run that lead down. As we head to Kevin Graham. He's back here in 8th. We saw him out there in front. Kevin has fallen a couple laps down. We have 5 drivers on the lead lap right now. Ryan Gomes, D. Wright, Eddie Morris, Sharon Hill, and Devin Buchino. But the real conversation is these top 3 drivers. Will Hill be able to run down Buchino? Will he have enough tire? Devin Buchino, you do not want to see the yellow flag. I think he knows he saved enough tire. I'm watching lap times now, and it looks like Buchino may have turned it up a little bit. With 28 to go, he is starting to pull back away from Sharon Hill. Hill got it down to about a 1.3. Adam, I agree with you. I'm going to say Sharon and Eddie are both praying for cautions. I think it's the only way they're able to catch him. I think they've burned up a lot of tire, as now Sharon 1.6. 1.7 behind Devin Buchino. Devin has turned it on. And knows he is 25 laps away from a championship. Devin now coming up on Carlton Charles again. Will this lap traffic play any part and maybe giving Sharon Hill an opportunity? Devin right now has turned it on. He is 2.6 seconds ahead. Ryan Gomes, well, he's in 4th. He is 20 seconds off of Eddie Morris. So these top 3 showing good speed tonight. Just able to keep it out in front. But Devin Butchino putting on a master show. Chose the right strategy for pitting and is praying no cautions. Sharon Hill now over 3 seconds back and risks going down to Eddie Morris as Eddie Morris has closed his gap on Sharon to 0.8. I'm trying to figure out what. Oh, I was like, what is going on with Eddie's hood? It is Tony Starch in the Viva Las Vegas. Thanks, Lena. That is what is on his hood. I said, man, that looks like a big square. What did Eddie do up there? Adam, I don't even know if linking up is going to do any good here. You're not going to have the same effect as if it was a super speedway. And it would take a lot of air away from Eddie Morris. Right now, the air not super clean for any of them. And probably cleanest right now for Sharon and Eddie, as Devin's trying to maneuver his way through the lap traffic. See, he's getting around the 88 of Kevin Graham right now. They're Galaxy Stars. Walmart, $10. For $10, you too can get an astronaut that shines stars on your ceiling. I saw it today, and I bought it for Duvendak's arrival. Now it's dark. I gave him stars. Well, a little bit different driving on the oval than what the Aussies are used to doing. I think I'd rather stick on the oval. You guys got wild kangaroos and stuff that walk out on your tracks. To the line this time, Butchino will have 15 laps to go. And a 4-second lead on second place, Sharon Hill. Eddie Morris kind of cooled his charge a little bit. 5 cars still remain on the lead lap. D. Wright, Gomes, Morris, Hill, and Butchino. I say this, but here's Butchino getting to the bumper of D. Wright. And like that, there are 4 cars on the lead lap. Butchino gets around him. Sharn Hill, 4.5 seconds back, and you would believe it is all caution to get Sharn Hill and Eddie Morris back in this race. It has not been a very caution-filled race. We've seen 2, one being the stage and one being some crazy netcode. As the Cat 5-5 rolls in 4th. He is 27 seconds behind Butchino. Butchino closing in on Ryan Gomes. Devin Butchino able to get around Brad Young. Looks like he's able to get around, looked like Jake McCartney on the bottom. It was as he was leaving pit road. Devin now approaching the Cat 5-5. As they come to the line this time, we are at Eddie Morris, laps to go. And 8 laps. Devin hoping no cautions and no mistakes from him. He's improved his lead to over 5 seconds on Sharn Hill and almost 9 on Eddie Morris. McCarty coming out with those fresh tires. He's going to be able to get back around Dev. Devin with the majority of the field surrounding him. Sharn Hill and Eddie Morris kind of alone on track. Come across the line again. We are Sharn Hill laps away from the checkered. 5 to go here in Las Vegas. And Duvidak wrecking through the grass. And a huge sigh as he saw Butchino coming up on him. And if you know Duvidak, he does not want to make contact with the leader, even for a championship. Big sigh of relief as we stay green. 3 to go. Here in Las Vegas, which without caution, this will go down as a, well, landslide win for Dev. He's way out there in front. As he's on the back stretch, he's got 2 more turns to make it through. As the white flag out for Devin Butchino. We are on the final lap of a fantastic season here at SCSRA Dev Sports Cards Next Gen Series. Butchino on the backstretch for the last time. Enters turn 3. Comes through 4. Devin Butchino, your champion. Out in front. Finishes the race with 111 laps led. 5 seconds in front of Sharon Hill and Eddie Morris. and Duvidak won't finish his race. He's run out of gas. He's trying to get it back to pit road. As Sharon Hill still blinking like a caution light. 1, 2, 3. And that's how they'll finish in points. And now, a little bit of fun to end this season. And Duvidak even going to try to get into it as well. Yes, he's trying to finish the race. He's crossed the finish line. The 99 finally gimps his way across. As there is chaos on the track as everybody burning it down, celebrating the end of the season. We're not done yet. We still got an all-star race coming up. So that's going to be a fun time. As they burn it down, we'll head to commercial real quick, keep the burnouts going, and then we will get our top, well, not our top 4, we'll just bring in all our playoff drivers tonight. We'll be right back. to the check-in we go. And we'll start off, well, he's already in the booth, and he's had a heck of a night. Didn't say too much, man of little words from the beginning. Had a tough race, an internet connection that about killed him. Duvendak, welcome back to the booth. No, you ain't even...
I'm so glad to be here.
Took you about an extra minute and a half to make it across that extra line. Ran out of gas. What are you doing?
I'm dying over here.
I just want you to know if this happens after every race, we need to start putting live cameras on this man, because I'm pretty sure he's dying after an hour and 37 minutes sitting in the rig. This is the first time ever in my chair. I pulled my little footrest out halfway through and just watched the show. Like Tony Starch looks lost. He doesn't know what's going on over here. But, man, not your night. But better than the hotel internet. You at least got a steering wheel, and you get to listen to the sound of freedom boom all night, so can't ask for a better night. How we feeling going into next season?
Well, hopefully next season we don't have any vacations planned during the season, so. There's this 2-week stretch here being down here in Florida. It was rough on Monday night. It was a little rough tonight, so hopefully come next Monday, we'll have all the kinks figured out, and won't have any issues for that race. So.
That's it. And ASR are going to go into their elimination race Monday night. And then I believe our All-Star is going to be Wednesday. But everybody seems to be in the waiting room. Let's get them up here. Eddie the Fried Piper, you got a copy?
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? Man, you got some laps led. You know what? A good finish up there for you three guys. Kept it 1, 2, 3. Kept it interesting. All of you led some laps. And then, I don't know where Dev found the extra gear, but he just kind of ran away. Do you think staying out as long as you did was a mistake, or?
I think, I don't think the first one was a mistake. I think whenever I went back in trying to shortcut them, I think at that point I'd already made my bed. And I didn't stick with it. And I think that's what got me.
Well,
I mean, it is what it is.
That's it. We said Texas, I believe it was Texas, was one of our cleanest races of the season. I'm pretty sure that tonight may have beat that. We only had the one caution brought out by Duvendak and his net coat of flashing. In fact, I don't even know how the caution came out, because him and Wright kind of just went into each other and came out, and everybody kept driving. Except for Duve. He blew his whole motor up. But man,
I was hoping for another one there at the end.
You and Sharn Hill needed it.
15 laps. It would have been a shootout.
I think if we would have had one there, Devin, you probably he could have heard some choice words. I would not have been the driver. We'll talk to him about a close incident that almost happened with Duvendak. I'm sure he probably had to go wipe his pants or check him at least, because Duve got into the grass a little bit and almost took him out. And you heard a big sigh of relief from Duve as he pulled it down and got the car back under control, because nobody wants it. But man, it's been a fun, hard season, and a lot of growth from these drivers. It's been fun to watch and watch a lot of these guys improve so much. Next season, I think it's a little bit more driver friendly, and I think we're going to see a lot of close action, man. How you feeling going into next season?
Schedule looks pretty good, man, going in there. So stay tuned for that. I think, going to more 1.5 miles and the 3 super speedway races in there, I think it's a pretty good idea. So season 8 looks pretty good, schedule wise.
And driver wise, I think we got a good, I know some of those ASR guys are coming over, and I think we're going to see some new blood in there. I mean, and that's testament to the admins of this league and how much work's being put into it.
I think there's like 22 drivers signed up right now, so
yeah, and that's
looking to do it. Now's the time to do it.
Better hurry before the numbers are gone. That's for sure. But man, tough break. You know, you're always one of my fan favorites. I keep you, and I'm like, man, Eddie's got this. Eddie's got this. Tonight, it was all Dev, but you got to be happy for the teammate.
Oh, for sure, man. If I've never won one of these, it would probably hurt more. But I've been there. I mean, he has too, but it's not like I feel bad for Sharn. Sharn was pretty close and should have had one last night and ran out of gas, and Devin ended up getting it. But yeah, Sharn's the one I feel bad for, man, because he was so close and he was tough all season, and like I said, just running out of gas the last 2 weeks. I don't know what he was using, but I'd delete it.
Well, I said mid-broadcast, if Sharn ran out of gas tonight, I was going to quit broadcasting and become his permanent crew chief.
There you go.
Like, I could put the button on.
Out of the dumb decisions I make, so if anybody's out there.
But, well, man, it's over. We go to the All-Star next. The season's over, and then we get a nice little break. And then, well, we don't get a break, but everybody else gets a break. And right back into the grind of it, man. So before I let you get out of here, tomorrow night, Hartney said we may have to run this show. I think I can actually push it live now that I'm back.
Well, I mean, if he'd send me what I need and tell me what to do, I mean, I could have done it last week. But
I don't know if I want to give you control of Tony Starch yet. I love you, Eddie, but I don't know if I want to give you that. Like,
not Tony Starch.
I don't want to give. Well, Duvendak's got control of them now, and it's not good. I mean, it's good for broadcasting, but Tony's doing his thing. Like,
for sure. Got a shout out to Starch.
That's it. Well, man, tomorrow night I will see you, but before I get you out of here, floor's all yours.
Appreciate it, man. Shout out to you guys and Tony Starch for sponsoring the Viva Las Championship race at Las Vegas. Shout out to the series sponsor, Dev Sports Cards. Go to eBay, check him out at Dev Sports Cards. I know he just came back from a show, so I'm sure he's got a lot more goodies. And I know I said that like a couple weeks ago, but this guy actually went to another one, so go check him out. If he didn't have what you were looking for before, he probably does now. And if you don't, just keep checking back with him. But that's at eBay at Dev Sports Cards. So appreciate him being the series sponsor. Definitely got to shout him out. Got to give a shout out to Morris Customs at Facebook. Morris Customs is where you can find me at. Shout out to you for coming up and broadcasting this. We appreciate that. I mean, I should have shouted you out first, technically, but sorry about that. So yeah, shout out to you. Going back and watching these things are a blast. Went back this week and watched the Las Vegas race from season 5. Kind of hated to do it, but kind of wanted to at the same time. But that's for other reasons. But my man Guy was up there calling the shots, so it was all good. So yeah, shout out to you, man. It's really nice to go back and watch these things, and it's really cool. So shout out to you, appreciate it. Shout out to my team, man. It's been fun. Joe, D. Wright, Hartney, of course, Devin. Congrats on the championship on last night for the trucks and tonight for the NextGen. Super deserving. Had the most wins. Won the regular season points. So yeah, man, really solid season from him. Really proud of him. Proud to call him a teammate. And shout out to everybody that allows me to do this, man.
All right, brother. Well, congratulations on the top 3. Glad you were able to get that podium tonight. And we will see you next week as the All-Star race is underway.
Thanks, brother.
Okay. Eddie Morris finishes 3rd on the night. Finishes 2nd, and with gas, Sharn Hill. Welcome to the booth.
Thank you.
I'm glad we figured out the gas because I don't want to quit broadcasting, but had you run out, Sharn, I was going to quit and become your permanent crew chief.
The funny thing is I was trying to get one earlier in the season, but it didn't work out. And if I had one, it probably would have gone a little bit differently at times. But thank you for the thoughts anyway. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You weren't able to get past Dev tonight. I know that is your main goal at this point. But I will tell you, you have put on a heck of a season. New to the league, you've been up here numerous times. tonight's going to solidify it. I believe you're going to take Rookie of the Year away. You've been chasing Duvendak all night, so one goal was met. I think you're going to win that. Man, I think everybody pit at the same time, and you and Eddie kind of burned them up as Dev just kind of cruised, and he was able to pull it away at the end. How are we feeling after tonight?
I'm feeling really good. It was kind of tough with how fast me, Devin, and Eddie were. I knew whoever was going to get out ahead on that last stop was probably going to win the race, just because the difference in speed when we all had fresh tires wasn't that much. But yeah, it was a lot of fun regardless. It's my type of racing. I like slipping and sliding around. I probably did it a little bit too much. That's why Devin was able to pull away on those long runs, but can't really complain. Second place to finish the season off has been up and down. So some weeks competing for wins, and then some weeks having unfortunate things happen to sort of be in this position and win Rookie of the Year and all that. I can't complain about anything.
No, man, it's definitely been fun to watch. You've been out here rolling solo dolo all season, and just able to get it done, man. So I commend you on the season. I think you've grown over this season. We've seen you start off rough. We've seen you just be dominant at times. And I think it's only up from here, man. So congratulations. Get second on the season. That's an accomplishment, especially with how good some of these drivers are. You got to be happy with it.
100% extremely. Is Duvendak still in the group?
He's
right
in
now?
here. Well, he's in here. He's making faces with Tony Starch is what he's doing. He's here.
Well, fun racing you for Rookie of the Year all season. You had it literally every week, I feel like, until the last one. But it was fun battling you for that all year. Congratulations on getting to the Final Four and racing me, Devin, and Eddie. Next season should be fun racing you and hopefully talking to you even more.
Yeah, brother. Congrats to you for stealing it there at the end. It was a fun battle all season. I wish we could have fought it a little bit more there in this last race here due to internet issues and all that, but you definitely deserve it to battle all season, stay right there, and get it right there at the end. So congrats, man.
Thank you.
Well, Sean, before I get you out of here, you know how we're going to leave off. Floor is yours.
Can't thank friends and family enough. I took a long break from iRacing. I think the last time I did any type of league racing was 2019. And the help and support that I've had over the past, 3 months, helping me get back on and supporting me. Everybody knows who they are. Love y'all lots. Sucks I couldn't win a championship, but second place isn't something to frown at. So hope made y'all proud. Next season, get one spot further. So thanks to everybody.
That's it, brother. Well, we will catch you, I believe, next week, All-Star Race, and then to the off-season. It's not a long off-season, but we will head into Season 8 then, and we can't wait to see you there.
Yes, sir. Look forward to talking to you soon.
All right, brother. We'll catch you. And Devin Butchino, everyone, congratulations on the win. Have a good night.
Thank you. Have a good night, guys. See you next season.
Yep, see you next season.
See you in July.
Dev, it was a landslide, but you raced, man. You held back. You saved your tires. You let Sharon and Eddie try to run you down, and then you just kicked it into gear and took off with the thing. But I got to ask, how fast did your heartbeat race when Duvendak was in the grass? Look, I think his might have been racing faster because when he got it back under control and you had passed him, the sigh of relief I heard come from this room, he was shitting bricks. Because
time was in slow motion because we know what happened at Talladega, and I'm like, this is it. Karma's a fickle, you know what? I'm like, this is it. I'm like, where do I go? I got left or right, and then he yanked it left. So I do appreciate that, dude. But yeah, I think I lost 10 pounds sweating this race. Might just sew the clothes away, especially the underpants after that one. So
Hey, you and me both, dude. Last thing I wanted to be was the reason why everything got thrown into a jumbly mess there at the end. So
especially after Talladega, I'm like, this is it. And this is what we get for instigating. You know what I mean? That was funny.
Well, luckily we dove it back down, got it out of the way. And I'll tell you what, like you could hear his stress from that. I looked up and I saw him in the grass, and you could hear him. And I'm like, what? I don't even want to know. I don't want to look.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Time literally slowed down right in front of me. I'm like, this is gonna go one or two ways.
Well, we've seen it, Dev, where
yeah,
the last 2 seasons, you and Eddie Morris have altered the 2 series, the trucks and the next gen. You flip flopped. Not this year. Swept. How we feeling?
Yeah, I mean, before I get into anything, I wanted to shout out the other three guys. Duve was the epitome of consistency all season. It's going to be same thing with Sharn too. They're going to win races next season, and I'm sure they're going to win a lot of them. Sharn had just a couple tough breaks on both sides, but if you're right there, you're going to find victory lane soon enough. And shout out to Eddie. I love Eddie to death. He's like my brother. I've been racing with him for a long time. I love racing against him. I know we've had our finishes this season, dude. New Hampshire, Texas, just really love racing with him. Been going on, I want to say 4 years now. So I think we got a combined almost 500 starts in this league between the two of us. So just shout out to those guys. I didn't think we had this kind of car today. I mean, last time we came here in season 5, Eddie led all but I think 13 laps. But obviously, we're a lot of updates from there. The dynamic weather. I don't know if you caught it, Duve, but it was all cloud the first stage, and then the second stage went green, and we come out of turn 2, and the sun just opens up. And I'm like, well, this is going to be a different run. So it's just a lot of factors go into it. Didn't expect this kind of speed. Just found a little bit of a rhythm early, and I know you mentioned that next gear, or I forgot how you phrased it, but it was more of just hitting our marks and consistent rather than taking it up a notch and just. I don't really know how to do that without burning my stuff up, so I'll make my bed, I'll bottom feed, I'll do what I have to do, and then hopefully guys come to me, and I think that was just a bit of the case today.
No, it definitely worked out in your favor. Eddie was way out there in front, and I think I told Eddie, I said, man, I think he just stayed out a little long today. On that second run, I think if he pits a couple laps earlier, closes it up a little bit. But man, that's what it's all about. The different strategies. Everyone was on a different strategy, especially Duve. That dude was just trying to get cautions. And
him and Brad.
To make things worse, how about the fact that we only had 2 cautions? So really clean race and very minimal incident points tonight. It was some of the best racing that we could see track condition wise, and it gave these guys an opportunity to stay away from each other. So
yeah, and that's what gets me really excited for next season. Is if you look at the schedule, I think we got 5 mile-and-a-halves, Michigan Auto Club, New Hampshire, or not New Hampshire, Homestead. So I think it's really going to favor the on-track product. I believe this was a bit of a difficult schedule. We definitely had some wild cards in there. But with the mile-and-a-halves and those racy tracks coming up, I mean, look at the last 3 mile-and-a-halves we had. The race here, Kansas was super racy. The race at Texas was arguably the best race we had all season. I'm very excited for next season.
Man, well, before we get into the next season, we've got to get through one more big race, and that's going to be our all-star race, a little combination, a little trucks and next gens, and some, you got some pole setters, some winners, some champions. It's
and last year's winner, Josh Hall. Shameless plug for Josh Hall.
That's
I
it.
got you, buddy. Don't worry.
You know what? I will, and I'll just say it now. We've seen you win a lot of races, but when your money's on the line, you don't win races. So
yeah, I will be paying someone out next week.
You'll be paying someone out.
Restrictor plates as it is, so I will be sending someone the check for the 5th year in a row. So
that's it. Well, brother, it's been a fun season. It's been a stressful season watching it because you guys definitely built a very challenging schedule this season, and I will tell you, it has been fun watching some of these drivers really just become better drivers and the league to become better, well-rounded at these tracks. Some of these guys you never expected to be up there. And there were some surprises in the season. So to include Hartney winning the Daytona, we'll just throw that out there. How did you do that? Enough cautions, he finally limped his way across.
Yeah, I definitely would have pushed him to the checkers in that race if we went green. Absolutely.
That's it. But before I let you get out of here and we head into off-season / all-star preparation, you know how we're going to leave it off. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I got a laundry list here because it takes a village. Just want to thank you, Guy. You guys have done so much for this Wednesday product, the YouTube channel. We are just full steam ahead on the YouTube channel. and I think we put on the best product out there quality-wise. I don't think it's particularly close. I appreciate everyone that tunes in week in and week out. There's been just the podcast, the different series. There's so much going on, so much, commenting. It's just everyone's so interactive on there, and we're only a season into it, so I just can't wait to keep growing with that. I have to thank all the drivers for showing up, because if we don't have drivers, we don't have a league. So I know it gets sent out at the end of the season. Things come up. I get that, but we have a really strong core group. I know we have a lot of guys coming back. Cheese is going to be able to race for most of the season. Devin Zimmerman's coming back. They brought a whole team of 5 at Tank Racing. You got guys coming over to Starch Motorsports. The leagues are nothing if you don't have guys out there to race every day or every week. So really excited for next season. Like I said, the schedule is really exciting. I got to thank Hartney, Eddie, Sylvan. It takes a village on that side as well. Adminning is not fun sometimes, but we really just try to be our best. Everyone seems to be super understanding with what we do. We try to just, stay consistent. We have open ears. We listen to changes. We take criticism. We don't push it away. We don't get offended. We want to continue to grow this, and that's the reason that this league's going to go to an 8th season. That's a really long time for a league to not fall apart. So I do take a bit of pride in that. We all have lives, families outside of this, and we still find time to keep the wheels rolling on this. So I just want to thank everyone involved, because it takes a lot. Shout out my girlfriend, Kaylee, super supportive. She knows pretty much everything that's going on and everyone in the league. She lets me talk her ear off, even if she has no idea of what's going on. So shout out to my mom, my dad. My mom had her second to last chemo today, so she's kicking some ass right now. She's super strong. Shout out to my mom. My dad, I watched the races back with him, and he even said that how exciting the season's been. So shout out to Morse Customs on Facebook. Eddie, all of our graphics, all our points graphics. He does so much for us. Morse Customs on Facebook. If you can think of it, he can put it on a car. So does an incredible job. Dev Sports Cards. Who do I got? Level Up Subs. New Craft Fine Jewelry and Design. I was down in Nashville this week for the first time for my buddy Ryan's wedding for New Craft, so that was beautiful. And just got to thank everyone again that's involved. It takes a lot, and the fact that we're going into season 8 it's exciting, man. We got 32 guys signed up in NextGen. Trucks for around 20. We need to keep recruiting here in the next 3 weeks off, so we're gonna come back swinging, man. I think we're gonna get even better racing on track next year.
Oh, of course, because the one is going to enter the truck series once in a while.
Oh yeah,
stay the hell out of that
Daytona,
guy's way.
You gotta race full time if you win Daytona.
I'll turn 5 laps every week.
Yep. And then go on a playoff run, just like Stewart when he did that.
That's it. Sometimes that's what you get. Can I get a waiver?
Oh, thanks to Tony Starch too for Viva Las Starch Championship weekend.
That's what I'm saying.
Can't beat that. I appreciate you, guy.
We in Vegas, where Starch is going after this. We already saw the pictures come across the Discord once. We might have to head back to it.
Oh, 100 on black.
That's
on black.
it. All day. But, well, man, it's been fun. We still got one more broadcast to close out the season, but it's going to be a fun one. So, congratulations on that championship win, and congratulations on completely sweeping both series. Heck of a job this year, and I believe Neon is going to also be your team champ. So,
yeah, I love those guys to death, man. Love racing with them, and they've come a long way. So, like you said too, I wanted to touch on that. A lot of guys have come so far. Everyone kind of feeds off each other, and everyone makes each other better here. No one's afraid to ask questions, answer questions. So, yeah, shout out to the Neon guys.
No, you definitely. I'm looking for my one. I lost one of these little screens. I don't know where it went, but that's okay. We'll figure it out eventually. Well, that's a national anthem. I'll put it back to where it needs to go. The last 2 sponsors we got to give a shout out to is Sunbelt, your caution sponsor, and then
Sunbelt and Acres.
And Thank Acres. You got to give those guys their shout outs. I was going to hit it after the broadcast, but you're still in the booth. So.
Thank you, Cody, for coming on board. I know you were you had some stuff going on outside of iRacing, which always takes priority. So thank you to Cody. Thank you to the Foxes over there at Sunbelt. So like I said, a lot of moving pieces, man. We wouldn't be here without everyone that's helped us through the years.
That's it. So, all right, bud. Well, I will let you get back into the garage. It looks like everybody already went to bed. I don't know why. It's party time.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be out.
That's
I'll be there.
That's it. So, we'll catch you next week at the All-Star, man. Go enjoy this victory.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you, guys.
All right, brother. Well, that's going to be it for me and Duvendak, and if you hear me laughing during the end of this, I'm not laughing at their interviews, but this guy's over here eating a cup of ice, and Tony Starch looks ridiculous. I'm never giving him Tony Starch again. Monday night, I'm moving this camera. He's killing me. But exciting season, some tough racing. We head to the All-Star race next week. After that, it is, well, the off season, and we'll start preparing for a much faster season coming up with 1.5 mile tracks everywhere. So in fact, I might even try to race a truck. It's not good. But that's going to be it for us. Tune in tomorrow night. I believe we're going to try to get SCSRA live going, and we'll get David Hartney in the booth. He can run it. I'll just run your cameras. And Monday, ASR. Oh, Sunday night. We got to go to Sunday night, too. We missed our broadcast last week. Me and Hartney both had out-of-town obligations we had to be to. So NSRA will kick off Sunday night. And then Monday, ASR Tours Elimination Race. That's it for us. We will catch you tomorrow. Well, I will. Peace.
and I'm a little on edge. I think I need to call my friends. Somebody come save me. It's 5